Hey, guess what episode this is?
69?
No. Damn it.
Okay.
Yeah, not. I guess it's not good.
That'll hit us later in the season.
Yeah. 5-0, baby.
50.
Episode 50.
Halfway to a century of
podcasts.
Not years, but
He definitely not
total
years.
podcast.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Okay.
You're gonna be Happy Halloween again?
Yeah.
You're gonna be saying something Happy Halloween. You could probably we haven't mentioned it, but we got the nice orange graphics down in that area.
Yeah, right there.
Nice Halloween labeled, Halloween colored graphics. We're gonna be doing some Halloween themed drafts today.
Yes, we are.
We're gonna be doing some trick or treat type segments with a special name, talking about some teams that are, maybe they're good.
Maybe they're sheet.
Maybe they're sheet. Yeah. So what, we need to do some music, huh?
Cletus, just cook us up something scary. Do some scary sounds.
Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down my spine. Your spooky mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Welcome, like I just said, to episode 50. Today is Wednesday, October 30th. You'll be seeing this on Halloween. Happy Halloween. And I'm joined here by Kian Crop, Cletus Smith, and we got a big episode today. So this is our Week 9 preview, primarily, and our game picks. And then we're going to talk about a draft. We're going to have a draft of Halloween candies, what Halloween candies we like, but we're going to start it off here with a segment, Halloween-themed, Shit or Treat. So, we're going to talk about some teams that are right at or just below 500, where we got to determine, are they sheet or are they treat? So, let's get right into it, huh? Dolphins, 2-5.
The Fins.
Yeah, the Fins, they're second in the AFC East. They're just getting Tua back, so they've been struggling. Still can't really put anything together to get some wins. They're just struggling. So what do you think about them Fin fams down there?
So, treat's just like making the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I would say.
Yes.
See if they're going to... Yeah, I guess...
In that case, shit.
Yeah.
Shit. They're not making it shit.
Yeah, I get it.
Tua's just not going to play good. I don't think he's the old Tua. I think he's changed. Mostly mentally.
I guess, CTE is one hell of a drug.
CTESPN.
Well, it works well for Antonio.
I don't know if it works well. It works.
I love it. It's hilarious.
Does something, yeah. But for a guy who's still playing football, it's probably not the best thing. But, I agree with Cletus here. I think they're shit. The defense scares me. I mean, I think that the offense can turn around. They had a pretty darn good game. Way better than anything Tyler Huntley put together. Last game against the Cardinals, I just think that the defense, at the end of the day, the defense is going to let them down, and they already have 5 losses.
Yeah.
Yep, that's kind of how I'm at, too, because they aren't touching the Bills in their division, obviously. None of that division is touching the Bills. But I do think as far as teams in the AFC East that could turn it around and fight for that number 2 spot, I think I have more faith in the Jets turning it around, who are 2-6 right now,
I agree,
than the Dolphins turning it around. Jets have more pieces. So, they got more talent, and the quarterback arguably is probably better right now.
Yeah,
and
he definitely is.
Definitely right now. So, yeah, I'm on board with the Fins. They're not making the playoffs. Yeah,
I don't know if I can agree with you there, but we're not going to debate it now. But I think Dolphins.
That's fine. I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't agree with me. So that's just how I feel. I just see all the weapons. The Bengals, 3-5. They are third in that tough AFC North. This one's tricky.
They're my Super Bowl winning pick from beginning of the year. I know I've had a lot of poor takes, but this one hasn't been completely sent to the bench like Anthony Richardson.
No.
So I got to keep buying into the Bengals. I think they're a sweet treat here. They can turn this around, I hope. Probably not, though. Honestly, right now, from what I've seen from the Bengals, I think they're shit. That defense... Joe Burrow has been playing basically lights out. If he was on a better team, he'd probably be in the MVP race, which is dumb. Either way, Joe Burrow's been playing good football, whether they're winning games or not.
Yep.
It's just the defense is letting him down, same way as the Dolphins, except Bengals offense is still better.
True.
It's close.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with shit. They're not making the playoffs. I just don't see it. They still have to go against the Steelers twice. And they have to go against the Ravens again. They have to go against the Browns twice.
That's what I'm looking at right now, honestly, because I was trying to make that decision too. So they play the Raiders. They play the Bengals. Oh, sorry. Yeah, they play the Ravens, Chargers, Steelers, Dem Boys, Titans, Browns, Broncos, Steelers. So it's kind of tough.
I could see them dropping I could see them losing the Steelers twice.
They might drop the Chargers game.
I could see them dropping the Chargers. I could see them dropping I was going to get the Broncos and the Cowboys. I could see them losing all those games.
Yeah, they just
the Ravens.
Yeah,
I don't think they're making the playoffs.
Yeah, I think I have to agree. Just after looking at that schedule, I wanted to say that they could, but they play some tough opponents, and that defense is the problem. That defense is their problem. So I don't know if they can make it
late in the year if your defense. Still, your defense pretty much wins you games late in the year. That's why they always say defense wins championships because offenses tend to get figured out, and if your defense still can't do anything, then you're not going to win those games.
Yep. Colts 4-4. They're second in the AFC South right now after they just benched Richardson. I think I'm going to start out with this. I think they're making the playoffs. Joe Flacco is going to carry them boys to the playoffs, and that's my sole reason.
Yeah, I'm going with treat here. I mean, it's Joe Flacco.
Treat.
I mean,
Joe Flacco's always a treat.
You don't bet against him.
No.
Everybody
buys in.
And it's an easy AFC. The wild card for the AFC is way easier to get into than in the NFC side. And being even right now, Colts, I could see them ending up 2 over 500. Well, you can't get 500, but you understand.
Yeah.
You're right.
2 games over, and that would make the playoffs in the AFC.
Colts got a few tough ones coming up here. They got Bills, Vikings, Jets, Lions. But then, hey, we got Patriots, Broncos, Titans, Giants, Jags to finish it off.
Yeah, so they'll probably end over.
So they'll win probably half then.
Yeah.
Yeah, which will...
Colts right now are the 8 seed. Bengals are the 9 seed.
Whoa.
Dolphins are the 10 seed.
Wow, interesting.
In the AFC. I agree with you guys there. I'm not betting against Joe Flacco. Wherever this guy goes, at least late career Joe Flacco, whether it be on the Jets, whether it be on the Browns, whether it be on the Colts, he's there for 1 year and the whole team buys into what he's cooking. He's like, you smell me?
You smell me?
You smell
what I'm cooking?
You smell what I'm cooking? Because he's fun to watch, from a fan's perspective, and this guy slings it with zero care in the world, and it just works.
Because he doesn't care.
Yep.
He doesn't care, and it's just so I believe in what Joe Flacco is cooking.
Yeah, and on a more serious note about their players, they still got studs there. I mean, Josh Downs is having a pretty good year, and Pittman's still there, and Jonathan Taylor's having a really good year, bounce back year.
Their defense is playing pretty well.
Yeah, their defense really isn't playing bad. So yeah, I think Colts are a nice treat this year to make it into the playoffs. The Buccaneers also 4-4. They are second in their division, also the NFC South.
I'll start us off, and I'm gonna have to go shit. We don't know how long Mike Evans is gonna be out for, and then Chris Godwin's out for the rest of the year. Their offense just isn't hitting like it used to. They still have. It's tough because they still have that good rush game with Bucky Irving and Rashad White.
True.
But they don't really have anyone to pass to anymore. So I don't see them winning these close games like they just had with the Falcons. They just don't have enough to really get them there. So I'm going to say that they missed the playoffs, and they're in the tough NFC.
Yeah, the NFC is tough for sure. But I'm going to go on a limb and say that I think they're a nice treat this year. I think they are going to make the playoffs. They got a few tough games coming up. They end the season nicely though. They aren't gonna catch the Falcons in their division just because, like we mentioned last episodes, Falcons have beat them twice already. So that's gonna be tough. But below them is Saints and Panthers in that division. So
true,
garbage. And then I think the NFC North and the other NFC teams, they'll probably just kind of beat themselves because I still have faith in the Bucs. I still have faith in Mayfield to get it done. They aren't not gonna play hard. They just have a good chemistry down there and good I don't know the word, culture. There it is. Yeah. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, and it's led by Baker Mayfield. That's why I'm buying in. I think this Buccaneers team is a treat. Cade Otton as your number one receiver is not a great look. I talked about last episode how he was a fighter, but at the end of the day, he's just not he shouldn't be a number one target on a team. But
sure.
This team, everybody's buying in because Baker Mayfield, he's got his swagger back, his swagger for that he had in Oklahoma. I just believe in what this Buccaneers team is doing. Right now, they are the 9 seed, and I think that they can sneak into a wild card spot. Because right now, the wild card in the NFC right now is the Packers at 5, Vikings at 6, Eagles at 7. I didn't put the Eagles on our list here of teams we're going to talk about because right now they're 5-2 somehow. It doesn't feel like that, but they're 5-2.
Yeah.
They're starting to really
they look
come
good
together.
This last game.
They're starting to come together.
Yeah, with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith back, they are coming together. But I think this Buccaneers team has enough fight in them, and belief in what Todd Bowles is doing here that I think that they sneak in.
Disagree.
Cardinals 4-4. They are first in the NFC West right now, but they're hovering around that 500 mark.
Well, it's my team. Treat. They're making playoffs. Right. Whether they win the NFC West or not, they probably won't. I actually think the 49ers will, but I will get to them. But yeah, I think they could sneak into a wild card spot there. I just see that Kyler Murray, he goes off. He's just him. COD's shit, so he's actually going to play a full year.
That's true. I'm going to have to say they are shit. Shit or treat. Shit. Not that I hate the Cardinals, because I do like the Cardinals team, but this is a team I don't have as much faith in as someone like the Buccaneers, believe it or not, because of, I guess, the Buccaneers, even though they've lost weapons, I still have more faith in the quarterback and all that to make the playoffs. The only thing that might help out the Cardinals and save them is I think they got a good shot to stay, or possibly the top of their division if they keep playing well. I mean, they got decent matchups coming up the rest of their year. They play teams like the Bears, Jets, Seahawks. Vikings are going to be tough. Rams are going to be tough. And okay, I guess it's tougher than I thought. Yeah, I'm on shit.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you there. I mean, as much as I love to watch Cletus ride this Cardinals train, me watching the Cardinals, I don't know what I'm gonna get from week to week. It's so hit or miss.
I never know what to expect from a Cardinals game.
I really don't know.
Do I.
Yeah.
So it makes it fun.
I mean, I really don't know. I just don't see them winning this division. I don't even see them getting second, honestly. We'll talk about that because we're talking about the whole NFC West here because they're like all 500.
Yeah, they are. Moving on to the 49ers, like we just talked about, they're second right now. They're also 4-4, but they're holding that second spot for right now.
Treat, like I just said, they're going to win this division. I saw Christian McCaffrey is expected to come back after the bye.
We'll see, yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm on board, too. I think the Niners, even with the injuries, they're just still too talented of a team. The coach is too good. Defense will still play well. And are they going to get what's his name?
Greenlaw.
Yeah, Dre Greenlaw back at some point?
It says no firm timeline on return, but it says, quote, getting close.
Yeah, so if they can make it to the end of the year here, that's a big piece there. So I got faith in the Niners. I think they're a nice treat.
I agree with you there. This is the team that I think is going to win the NFC West. I know it's like so – that's so just – what's the word I'm looking for?
Obvious?
Yeah, I mean, just like
Cold
year
tip?
after year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Repetitive.
status quo. Yeah.
Status quo. Yeah.
But I think I think it's just gonna happen. Like I know, I'm gonna say they're only gonna keep getting healthier. I know that Brandon Ayuk is done for the year. Like I said, I think that Ricky Pearsall can do what Brandon Ayuk can do, and they can just fill in for him in the.
As long as he doesn't get shot.
Yeah, right. Next time, just give up the Rolex. It's not that important.
Don't do that. It's probably like $15,000.
Yeah, but he's a first-round pick. He's got the money. Anyways, the 49ers, I just think that they're going to keep getting better. 4-4 does not feel like, with how well Brock Purdy's been playing, they're better than a 4-4 team. Yep.
The Seattle Seahawks, 4-4, they are third in the NFC West.
I mean, I've been praising Geno Smith, but I don't know if I can trust him to keep it up. That offensive line on the Seahawks is bad. And the defense still has not been clicking yet, even with Mike McDonald coming in as a defensive head coach, the wonder kid of the defense of now. They're shit right now, and I just don't think it's going to be getting any better, especially with the next team we're going to talk about, the Rams, kind of on the uprise, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm on the board with the Seahawks, too. I think the NFC is just too good. And everything you said, too. I'm right alongside you for that one.
Yeah, I actually think the Seahawks are going to finish last in their division.
I can see that, yeah.
I do too.
Yeah, their division's so competitive, and they have to go against so many great teams in the NFC and everything. I just don't see a world where they make the playoffs.
Yep. That last team in the NFC West, the Rams, they're at 3-4 right now.
God, they're sneaky.
Yeah, this one's really tough.
I'm buying in. I'm taking that sweet treat. I mean, before last week's game, they're like, yeah, Cooper Kupp might be on the trade block. After the game, whenever they really beat what we thought was a good Vikings team.
Yeah.
They're like, Cooper Kupp is not on the trading block anymore. And now I think like
Which is weird because Puka's the one that had the big game.
Yeah. I mean, Cooper showed up ended the game whenever they really needed him to kind of ice it. But if you give Matt Stafford receivers, I still think he's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL in my opinion.
I agree. Yeah.
It's just weird what he does where he selects receivers to throw to.
Yeah.
He's a selecting guy.
Yeah, he is. But I'm buying into what this Rams team is doing. I think that they're only going to keep getting better. They are sneaky, as Cletus said.
Yeah, I'm on board with the Rams, too. I can't bet against Matt Stafford with receivers and the incredible defense. I guess I shouldn't say incredible, but very good defense with Jared Verse coming in to fill that spot. And they're just playing really well. I think they got a good chance at sneaking into a wild card spot.
I can't see it. I just can't. I mean, their defense is good with Jarrett Verse, but there's too many holes, and the NFC's going to pick them apart.
Yeah, there's also a very good chance of that. Yeah, I could definitely see that too. Okay, let's get into our draft, huh? 3-round snake draft. Like I said at the beginning of the episode, we're drafting Halloween candy because when you're watching this, it'll be Halloween. Mm-hmm. So.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right.
Oh, first pick.
Well, I mean, the first pick has to be some kind of chocolate. Of course.
But I think we need to choose because there's way too many kinds.
Right. Yep. But I'm gonna go with probably I think this is my favorite candy bar. I gotta go with the Three Musketeers. I don't know what the f- that stuff is in the middle. That's kind of gooey.
Nougat, I think they call it. I think they call it.
Yeah.
It's like a milky, creamy, light brown colored stuff. It's good. I don't know,
good.
but Three Musketeers. Yeah.
That's a good pick, but you probably could have taken it later.
Yeah, probably. I know.
I
went for my
Hey, but if you want your guy, you got to take him.
I got to go get him.
I'm going to take chocolate, too, because I'm a chocolate guy. This one's so tough for me because I love them all, obviously. But I feel like you got to take Reese's here. I mean, there's a lot of times
the pieces
I'm reaching
or
for
the cups?
Oh, cups.
Okay.
Yeah, cups.
The cups with the pieces in it.
That's good because my first pick's going to be the pieces.
That's also very solid.
Better, yeah, that's very solid. They're easier to eat. They're an easier snack.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless are you also taking the mini cups? Because they have those mini cups and the big cups.
I feel like those are still cups.
I feel like you can get them both.
Yeah, I feel like cups are cups. Yeah. You can take them.
That's not a bad deal then.
Yeah, if I get cups and cups.
That's
Reese's Pieces, though.
Yeah,
they're also very good.
You can hold them so good.
Boom, pop them. Yeah.
Well, what's the 104 then?
That's tough.
It does get tricky.
Yeah, it does get tricky. There's a lot. Oh man.
Yeah, to get back to my childhood.
I know, me too.
I am too. There's some of them that I just could not stand.
Yeah.
They're going through my head for some reason. I'm gonna go with. Just give me the classic Hershey's bar.
Okay.
Yeah, milk chocolate, king size.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
where it's just a little bit thicker, so it's harder to bite into.
Yeah, that's a can't miss.
You got to go to the rich people houses.
You do. Yeah, get those full size bars.
Yep.
Let's see. I'd like to go away from chocolate, but I just can't do it because I love chocolate too much. Between a couple, this one's probably just I probably could get it later, but I'm gonna take it now. I like Kit Kats.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with Kit Kats, for sure. Mm-hmm. They're just with those wafers inside and the in-between the wafer stuff.
I don't know what that is.
Me neither. It sounds like the Kit Kat says on their commercial, the in-between stuff. That's all they say.
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, so they're playing into it. That's what I'm taking.
Cocaine.
Yeah, probably. That's why they're so good.
All right, well, I'll take the first non-chocolate selection here because this is always one of my I don't eat a whole lot of candy anymore, but this is always one of my favorites. Airhead. Give me an Airhead.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
I forgot about that.
Those are good.
I mean, like, I don't really care about what kind. Like, just throw in a variety pack, and I'll be happy. And then I got to go with another one that's, like, kind of similar to an Airhead, but obviously it's different. It's Laffy Taffy.
I was going to say, yeah, that's it.
I mean,
not a fan.
gets stuck to my teeth, but, like, the flavor. The banana Laffy Taffy, so
best.
good. So good every time. Yeah.
Very good. Do I want to go away from chocolate? Oh, I could. I might, just for sake of adversity in the draft.
Nice.
Diversity in the draft.
Adversity.
That's on me. Yeah. Let's see. There's a lot out there. I'm gonna go. I'll go with Skittles.
Yeah.
I like Skittles. I like those mini bags of Skittles.
Sour Skittles?
Oh, sour Skittles. Yeah,
sour
for
is
sure.
the best.
Yeah, sour
for sure.
Skittles.
Very
definitely.
hard to get on Halloween, though. No one.
They
wants to
are.
buy
They're
them.
tough. Yeah. They kill your tongue after about a whole bag, but
do.
man, are they good.
Are we going 3 picks or 4 picks?
What do you want to do? You got more
Four,
in mind?
4 would probably.
Let's
I
go
like
for
that,
it.
yeah, because I got one more
There's a
in
lot
mind.
of candy.
You're right.
This I probably shouldn't pick it, but I'm going to. I'm gonna go just those caramel squares.
Oh,
They're just so good.
with the little cream in the center?
No, it's just caramel.
just the caramel.
It's
yeah,
just
okay.
a caramel square.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
caramel
Yes.
cube.
Yeah, those are good.
I could destroy those, and they're so terrible for you.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I'm thinking of like candies that you probably wouldn't get, so I'm not gonna pick them. Like
true.
sour gummy worms just went in my head. Like you're
Those,
not gonna,
the trolley ones?
Yeah, you're not gonna
Yeah.
get those.
Yeah, they don't really have the mini bags.
Yeah,
really.
they don't make that. And like I don't know why caramel apple came to my head.
You only
I
get those
remember
to real good.
some of the I'll throw out one of the worst ones. The popcorn balls were like really popular. I feel like whenever I was
those
trick or
were
treating.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't bite them. They're
No!
so hard.
A dry, hard popcorn
Yeah.
ball. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's so many.
I'm gonna go. Oh, classic Warheads.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I loved it.
Not my style, but yeah.
My mouth is salivating just thinking of like sour stuff. I love it. So good.
I'm not as big of a fan, but I get it. They're good. I mean, it's a classic.
I mean, it's so much pain, but it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
sure.
always spit them out whenever it stopped being sour.
What?
Yeah.
You're a maniac.
Yeah. You guys probably won't pick this either. Then also the Crybabies.
Oh,
Honorable
yeah.
mention.
I didn't
have
like
those.
that.
Oh my god, I'd always get them right
Those
after
were rough.
Halloween, like a great big bag, and
Yeah.
my mouth would be like destroyed. Like the chemicals just eat all my gum.
Yeah.
It would be bad. It's so terrible.
Oh.
Oh, that's funny. All right, let's see. Where am I going to go? Could go back to chocolate, because obviously there's a ton of chocolate out there. I could do one for nostalgia that's pretty garbage, but just nostalgia.
Kind of garbage.
I'll go for it. Candy cigarettes.
Oh,
Those, like,
yeah.
candy sticks.
Yeah.
I was always a fan
Those
of
are
those.
good.
Yeah, I always liked them. I thought they were good.
My
But, like, that got to go with that for nostalgia.
My fiance Reagan still likes to sometimes, like, if we're just like in the dollar store, she's like, "Yeah, I'll pick up some candy cigarettes. They're still
Hey,
good.
yeah, they still
They're like
hit.
chalk,
Oh, yeah,
basically,
for sure.
but kind of sweet chalk."
Yeah, they're made of sugar,
Yeah, but
so
you
how
look
can you beat it?
cool while
Yeah, you
you
do.
Yeah, you look real cool. Okay, I'm gonna to top it off. I'll top it off with chocolate.
Top it off.
Yeah, so the Nestle Crunch Bar.
Yes.
That one's
That's
good.
what I was debating between taking.
Or
Yeah,
with
I
those
like
little
those.
Rice Krispies in there, or whatever they want to call
Yeah.
them. They're good.
Crisp rice.
Crisped rice, yeah, because you
There
can't
it
say
is.
Rice Krispies. That's
Right. Yeah.
Kellogg's.
Yeah, trademark.
Honorable mention to the licking sticks, the things where you. Get
Oh,
this,
Fun Dips.
Fun
Yeah,
Dip.
Fun Dip,
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot about
I
that.
thought about
Yeah.
that too, but I didn't remember seeing it a lot. Like, those were hard to come by.
I remember one Halloween, I came home and I had like 12 of them.
Oh
Really?
my
And I
gosh.
got so sick of them, and that's why I didn't pick them, because
Yeah.
I was just like, it just doesn't hit.
Yeah.
One thing I thought of that should be honorable mention: nerds, like those little
Oh,
nerd
shit!
boxes.
I love nerds.
They're
God
they're
damn
good.
it.
I almost picked those too.
Oh, I
but-
should have.
Yeah,
I should have.
That's a good one.
Man.
Damn it.
Man, I really,
Those were my favorite, actually. I can't
Nerds.
believe I
Really?
can't believe I didn't even think of it. Those were literally those were the first thing I'd grab.
What about any of those other little boxed ones, like the
Milk Duds.
Milk Duds?
Milk
yeah.
Duds
Yeah, Milk Duds are good.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
aren't bad. And then they had what were the gummy things
Those
called?
things suck.
I know, they did. That's what I was
Dots. I
getting
think
at.
they're
Dots.
yeah.
That's what it is,
They
yeah.
get stuck in your
Suck.
teeth. They look like they belong on like a Candyland
Yeah.
board.
Yeah, they were rough. There were a lot of those boxed ones, though.
Yeah.
Some of them hit so good. The nerds
yeah.
though, the way they like
Oh yeah,
you could pour them out. Oh my god.
They're so.
Damn it! I can't believe I didn't.
There's also like the mini licorice sticks, which I feel like licorice.
As long as it's not black licorice.
Right?
Sour.
Yeah, like strawberry.
Cherry or strawberry. This was ever a Halloween thing, but like sour punch straws. I was a fan of those.
They had the mini ones. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like a little mini. Yeah. Okay.
One thing I thought about taking too was like just like the mini bags of the Sour Patch Kids.
Okay, yeah.
But those weren't really super hot whenever I was
back when we were trick-or-treating.
Yeah, they weren't really that popular.
They didn't show up until later.
Yeah.
We're too old.
Yeah, we're too old.
Darn.
All right, let's get into our Week 9 preview. So, after Week 8, we all had another good week. Kian and Carson were 12-9 on the week. Carson continuing his hot streak of being over 500.
Two weeks in a row.
It's a fluke.
And then me and Isaac were 11-10, and Cletus was 10-11. So still not bad. I mean, we're doing pretty well. And then the standings after this past week, Jared's sitting at 51-41. Kian is a solid 79-71. Cletus is 76-74. I'm sitting at even 75-75. Carson is working his way up 65-85. He's only 20 under.
Yeah.
20 behind. And then before we get into our Week 9 preview, let's hit on some of this hot news going into the week. Important news going into Week 9. So the Ravens have now acquired wide receiver Deontay Johnson and a 2025 6th-round pick from the Panthers in exchange for a 2025 5th.
Sucks for my guy Zay Flowers, he's been so hot lately.
Yeah,
I'm kind of bummed out, but I mean, I don't really. Yeah, we talked about it last episode. They should have traded for an offensive tackle. Like,
yeah, 100%.
Why do you need another wide receiver?
Yeah.
And great for my guy Leggett.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that probably means they're probably getting another wide receiver, but whatever. Vikings have acquired left tackle Cam Robinson and a 26th 7th-round pick from the Jags in exchange for a 2026 5th-round pick that could turn into a 4th based on playing time.
Yeah, this is after their franchise left tackle Christian Darrisaw went on IR out for the year. So
yep, so that makes sense.
Vikings were trying to make a run, so they needed a left tackle.
Yep. Colts are benching QB Anthony Richardson, which this is what we talked about last episode. They plan to start QB Joe Flacco in his place. We've talked about it a lot.
It's the right decision.
It's the right decision at this point.
Not even mad about it because I like both of them.
Yep, there you go. Panthers will stick with Bryce Young as the starting QB despite Andy Dalton returning from injury this week, which I thought I saw he was still in rehab, possibly. But either way.
He was in a car accident.
Yeah, so they're going to stick with Bryce Young and ride that wave.
I mean, you might as well.
Yeah, at this point.
Your season is lost.
Yeah, who cares?
Yep, just trade away your best receiver, arguably.
See if he can prove anything the rest of the year.
Yep. Texans wide receiver Stephon Diggs suffered a torn ACL and will miss the remainder of the season, which just sucks.
It's now down to Tank Dell.
At least we don't get the end of the year Diggs drama.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Way to look at the light at the end of the tunnel.
But much more on a sad note.
Yeah, Jags wide receiver Christian Kirk suffered a broken collarbone and will miss the remainder of the season.
Now it's when the Steelers should trade for him.
You're right. We could use him.
He could be a good holder.
We got some. I
just need his jersey.
Yeah, you really do. One of my guys, Penn Stater, Parker Washington should be getting more snaps now. Parker Washington's shown some flashes so far, so I'm excited to see what he does.
Patriots QB Drake May is in the league's concussion protocol, but has a shot to play this week, which would be good. Yeah, it is surprising, but it's seemingly always been better with Drake May at the helm.
First one's never that bad.
You're right. Yeah, he'll come back. Giants running back Tyrone Tracy Jr. is in the league's concussion protocol.
That's bad.
Yeah, I haven't heard any optimism surrounding him playing this week.
Yep, and that's a big problem. Cowboys are activating cornerback Deron Bland off IR to make his season debut, which could be big for the boys. Deron Bland's solid.
He's a stud.
Yeah, he's a dog.
What, he had six? I think it was six pick sixes last year.
Yep. Yeah. Steelers corner Cam Sutton, who was suspended for 8 games for violating the league's personal conduct policy, had his suspension officially lifted.
So Steelers defense gets better.
Yep.
He better not play over Beanie Bishop.
He better not.
Yeah, right now I don't think you can. Beanie Bishop's playing way too well.
Take him out.
3 interceptions in the past 2 games,
and he's locking people down. Like
he's playing well.
He's playing a weird he's the slot corner he's playing as right now is kind of like a linebacker slot corner.
Kind of floating slot corner.
He's a floating corner. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. Okay, let's get into our picks for the week, huh?
Yeah.
College slate's kind of garbage.
Yep.
So we've only got a couple this week with really one highlight game that everyone knows about. Ohio State, ranked number 4 right now, is going to Penn State, ranked 3. Ohio State's favored 3.5 on the road. We're kind of all over the board. Me and Kian are on Penn State, though. We got to take Penn State at home. That place is going to be packed out. Game day is going to be there. The Penn State defense is going to be going crazy. Drew Aller may not play. I just think Penn State at home, they'll at least be able to keep it within a field goal here with Ohio State favored 3.5. Penn State's been hot, and them at home, that's quite the environment for Ohio State to walk into, especially this year when Penn State's like really top of the top. Whenever they play, sometimes it's normally later in the year. Penn State's already dropped down a little bit, have a few losses, but Penn State's hot right now.
Yeah, that's the environment is like the main reason that I went with Penn State. It's gonna be one hell of a whiteout game of the year of the week. It seems like there's like a game of the year every week, so this is like game of the year of the week.
Yeah, true.
But this one should be a really good one. I hope that
Me too.
Ohio State's offense is so clearly better than Penn State's offense. I just hope that Penn State's defense, which has been great this year, can shut them down.
Hang on.
Yeah, and I think that the crowd is going to be helping a lot.
100,000 plus people. It's going to be rocking. And yeah, Cletus, you, Jared, and Carson are on Ohio State.
Yeah, I just feel like Ohio State's had Penn State's number for many years now.
Definitely. Yep.
And yeah, I could see Penn State winning this just with mostly just because Beaver Stadium's just so good.
It's wild.
But the Penn State or Ohio State just I feel like they have just a better team. I mean, they went toe to toe with Oregon, and I don't think Penn State could do that. I just don't. I've watched parts of Penn State games. It's like watching the Steelers. It's like ugly.
They're like the exact same team.
Yeah,
they do play.
They literally are. It's ugly.
Yep.
And if there's like, who would it? Well, it'd be kind of like Pittsburgh going against the Bills. I think it's like
true. Yeah.
I could just see the Bills beating them, and that's what I think would happen. And I'm hedging my happiness a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Yep. Now, number 18 ranked Pitt is going to number 20 ranked SMU. SMU is favored 7.5 points. We're all on Pitt.
Why they gotta be favored by that much?
That's a big line. Yeah,
Pitt's killing it this year.
Yeah, they're playing really well right now, and 7.5. That's just too many points.
Yeah, that's really all there is to say about it. Like, yes, SMU's been playing well as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, Pitt, after just stomping on Syracuse, they're riding the highest of all highs right now, and there's no way they get beat by 8 points, even if it is at SMU.
Yep, agreed.
It's kind of weird that it's like an oxymoron how the underdog ranked wise is by far the favorite.
Yeah, for sure. It's weird. All right, that's about all we got for college, at least for the hottest games this week. Only got a couple. Let's get into the NFL. The Texans, Thursday Night Football on Prime. The Texans are going to the Jets. Jets are favored 1.5. And we're all on the Texans except for Carson. But Carson
will Carson.
I guess we could ask Carson his thoughts and why he's here.
Yeah.
I don't think he's got anything either. He
doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
I think that the Texans would probably be favored if Stephon Diggs was playing. I think so too. I'm so surprised that the Jets are even favored after what the struggle bus.
Me too. It feels like this is a giant line swing that might even move probably before.
They might be thinking that Nico Collins and the running back, God damn it, Joe Mixon are both going to get hurt at MetLife.
I mean, Nico Collins is already hurt.
He hasn't come back yet.
No.
So Joe Mixon's going to go out too because MetLife sucks.
Yeah, you're right. It does. But I mean, it feels disrespectful even without Stephon Diggs. No disrespect to him, but C.J. Stroud is just playing really well, and their defense is playing way better than Jets' defense right now.
Yeah,
so
I'm surprised that the Jets are favored here.
Yeah, seriously.
Me too.
I think it's going to be a close game, but I think the Texans ultimately win it in the end. The Texans haven't been beating anybody by a lot all year.
They haven't had Nico Collins for a while.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. Cowboys are going to the Falcons. Falcons are favored 2.5 points at home. We are all on the Falcons hype train this week.
Absolutely.
It's all about momentum.
Yeah.
They got so much of it, and the Cowboys suck.
Yeah.
Cowboys are dragging right now, it feels like. But yeah, I'm on the Falcons.
Dragging dick.
A little bit.
I've been sucking on my Falcons all year long, so I don't need to do too much more of it here. Falcons are the better team.
Boom.
That's all you need to say.
Well said. The Commanders favored 3.5 are going to the New York Football Giants. We're all on the Commanders.
Yeah, the Commanders are coming away from playing the Bears, one of the greatest defenses in the NFL right now, and they're going to have to go against the Giants, which their defense is terrible except for Sexy Dexy.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Oh, he's an animal.
He's
so good.
I think he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year right now.
I think he probably should.
Yeah,
He should.
but other than that, their defense is terrible, and they're used to the Bears. Well, they just played the Bears, so they're going to be like, "Oh, this
It's
is
easy.
f***ing easy."
Yeah. Brian Robinson's going to be running crazy. And, yeah, Jaden Daniels getting a little more healthy.
He's going to get even more passing yards.
Yeah.
400.
I can't believe they're only favored by 3.5. I know the
It's
Giants
crazy.
are home, but
Yeah.
what home field advantage do the Giants have at MetLife Stadium? Like
0.
I feel like every Giants game I watch, the fans are all like almost borderline crying.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, God, this place sucks.
Yeah, the only thing keeping them from crying is like, oh, goodness, we have Malik Neighbors. All right, that at least
Yeah.
looked good.
And then they think, oh, at least we could be the Jets.
Yeah, exactly. The Chargers, favored by 1.5, are going to Cleveland to play the newly revived Browns with Jameis Winston at the helm.
You guys have bought in.
Yeah.
I'm on the Jameis train this week.
I'm not.
Yeah, I think with this team, the Browns just look different this past week, and the Chargers proved they could score touchdowns and score a lot of points. But with this they scored those lot of points against the Saints. We've all talked about how garbage the Saints are.
Yeah.
This is the newly revived Browns defense that's proving to be what we thought they were going to be. So it's going to be a lot tougher for the Chargers. And so the Browns dogs at home, if they look like they did last week, it's disrespectful.
Yeah, the Nick Chubb keep getting healthier week after week. Nick Chubb is like Jim Harbaugh's dream running back.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is.
Like kick you in the teeth.
When he was healthy.
Right, when he was healthy. But Jameis Winston, yeah, he's finally giving Cleveland something to believe in for at least right now. After the win, this team is going to be riding at least a little bit of a high. And I don't think that – I still just don't believe in the Chargers. They beat a Saints team that lost 6 in a row.
Yeah.
Like –
And badly, too. They've
Yeah.
lost badly.
See, there's my issue. You just said you don't believe in the Chargers, but now you're believing in the Browns after just one game.
I believe in
where they
Jameis.
won.
Yes,
Yes,
Jameis. Yes,
yeah.
Jameis.
See, that's also dumb because he is generally even with touchdowns and interceptions.
Yeah,
So-
Yeah, so, yeah.
I don't know if anyone's ever believed in Jameis, but
I believe in the spark and the
I believe in
the
Jim
energy.
Harbaugh.
that's
If-
Oh, I do, too.
If
100%.
anyone can be trustworthy this game, it's Jim Harbaugh, and that's why I'm picking the Chargers.
Carson's
Fair.
with you.
Carson's with you. The Dolphins are going up to Buffalo to play the Bills. Bills are favored 6.5. Kian, you're on the Fins this week. The rest of us are on the Bills. I don't know your
He
thinking.
thinks Tua's brain's less scrambled this week. Or
Yeah,
something.
I think that
Tua
that's
might know where he's
too
at this
many.
week.
I think
No,
it's
he's not
just-
even at home. He'll be like, "Where the hell are we?"
It's not too cold yet in Buffalo, so that's a good thing for the Dolphins. I just think that the offense, another week with Tua back, I think it's just going to keep getting better and better. Now, obviously, the Bills, I think, are a very, very great team right now. I just think that this is too many points, and it's not. I don't know. Hey, division game.
Nope.
I don't know why I keep buying into the Dolphins. I don't even like.
Nope.
I'm not even like preaching that Tua's great. I don't know. I just believe in the Dolphins' offense with another week at Tua.
See, the issue is you're getting another week of Tua, but you gotta think you're giving his brain another week of hemorrhaging,
Oh my!
and that is just not
Yikes.
good. That means he's gonna be making even worse decisions. And
I think Tua's brain's rubbing off on you. Bills at home. I mean, I know they're favored by 6.5 points, but like Bills have been dominant all week. Their defense was dominant. Their offense was obviously dominant, and like I can't bet against the Bills, especially against the Dolphins that are getting back. I think they'll get better, but like I don't think division game is meaningful. But Bills have been way too good. We talked about it last episode. You got the Lions, a couple tiers up, but the ones right below them probably are arguably the Bills right now in the league.
Keon Coleman, baby.
Keon Coleman, baby. The Saints are going to the Panthers. Saints are favored 7 on the road against the Panthers. Me, Kean, and Carson picked the Saints.
The brothers.
Yeah, the brothers picked the Saints.
I mean, Derek Carr's back this week.
Yeah, Derek Carr's back, and that's really the main reason for it. And Olave even had a decent game last week with Rattler at the helm. Mm-hmm. So with Derek Carr being back, that'll help. And the Panthers just still look not good at football. So with Derek Carr at the helm means a lot to me compared to anyone else.
Agreed.
Bryce Young has to prove something. I mean,
he'll prove something.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to have a terrible game. I think
because he's playing the
7
Saints
points.
Defense. Yeah, 7 is a lot.
Yep. Yeah, I could see this game pushing.
Yeah.
Which I'd be fine with. Just because both these teams are terrible, and I didn't really want to make a selection on this one.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, it's
gross. Rough. We got some gross games this week.
Oh,
and moving right into it, Patriots are going to Tennessee to play the Titans. Titans are favored 3.5. We're all on the Patriots.
They keep close games.
They do.
I don't know why I swear Titans are favored like every week.
For no reason. They're like, Mason Rudolph, baby!
Vegas is like, they're buying into everything the Titans are
bought into Nashville.
Oh, I don't get it.
I think they're liquored up.
They probably are.
They're nice and larried.
Yeah.
The Patriots keep it close, and the Titans just... They're confusing. We never know what's going to happen with them, but they always seemingly lose. So I guess we can always bet on that.
Yeah, Drake may be back. He might get his first win this week. Yeah. Is what we're all thinking.
Yeah, that'd be cool. The Raiders are going to the Bengals. The Bengals are favored 7.5 points at home. And us guys here are on the Bengals with Jared. Carson's on the Raiders, which... I don't know. Probably the point spread, because that's 7.5 is a lot of points. But... the Bengals, if they can get it put together here against the Raiders, which they more than likely can, because the Raiders' defense has been struggling and the whole Raiders team has been struggling. But I think the Bengals can definitely put them away pretty handily.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to back the Bengals right now with how little resistance they put up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, but they're against the Raiders.
They are against the Raiders, which is it's why I went with the Bengals. They need a win right here. Probably like one of the teams right now that needs a win more than anybody else if they want to keep any kind of hopes alive. It's very slim hopes at that, but
yeah, I got the Bengals here too. I just feel like they're due for another blowout game.
Yeah, this would be a good get-back game. Yeah,
they need a get-back game. They're not going to have another game like last week where they just shit the bed. And I just see them scoring a lot.
Yep, agreed. The Broncos are going to the Ravens. Ravens are favored 9.5 points at home. Feels crazy. Us guys here are on the Broncos. Carson and Jared are on the Ravens, but... let's talk about why this feels disrespectful to the Broncos and Bo Nix.
Oh, it is so disrespectful. The Ravens just got beat by the Browns, like the team that probably had the worst vibes in the entire NFL before last week. And then Bo Nix, against bad teams, but he's still been cooking and moving this offense. Him and Sean Payton they've been clicking, and it's working. I'm so excited for this game, actually, because I think it's going to be a close one. I want to see Bo Nix do this against a good team.
I do too. I mean, like I said last episode, he was statistically the best rookie quarterback in the month of October. He's firing on all cylinders right now. He's playing just like what's his dick wants him, Sean Payton. Yeah, but he's just playing really well right now. And 9.5 is a terrible spread.
Yep, I completely agree. I think this could be a get-back game for the Ravens, but the Broncos have been proven to be able to keep it close or come out and win because of Bo Nix getting his pass catchers open and all that. And running game struggles, so that makes me nervous. But Ravens, 9.5 points, that's so many points. And give Bro Nix, I kind of like that. Give Bro Nix some respect.
That might catch on.
It might.
Yeah. And if it does, we better get paid.
We'll put it on shirts and stuff.
Bro Nix. All right. The Bears are going to the Cardinals. Cardinals are favored 1.5 at home. We are all on the Cardinals.
Let's go, baby. This is my dream situation right here. Always pick against Caleb Williams and always pick for the Cardinals. This is just all the stars are aligned right now, and it's hitting. So do.
Should honestly be a great game. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to get from Cardinals from week to week, but I think that just like I don't believe in the Chargers, I don't believe in the Bears either. They can't keep possibly riding on their defense all year.
Their quarterback sucks.
That's what I mean. I haven't been impressed with Caleb Williams and Kyler Murray. Just stay off the cod.
One thing I'm worried about is DeAndre Swift because he's been playing pretty damn well.
He's been playing well. Even Roschon's had some big plays thrown in there for the Bears. But, yeah, I'm on the Cardinals too. I just think I have more faith in them right now than the Bears, and I agree. The Bears are riding their defense, and I don't know if that'll hold up against the Cardinals with how they've been playing, with how they can play.
Kyler.
Yeah. The Jags are going to the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles are favored 7.5 points. Kian, you and Jared?
On the Jags. I don't know what I'm doing recently with picks. I'm picking the Browns. I'm picking the Jaguars. Those are the two of the teams.
We love these shit teams.
Yeah.
Just like Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Two of the teams I was dogging on most for the season up to this point. But this is just too many points. Eagles are another team that I don't fully believe in yet. They completely beat the snot out of the Giants, and then they beat the snot out of the Bengals, two teams that I'm also, obviously the Giants are bad, but the Bengals are questioning what they really are.
Yep.
They're on frog alert.
Frog alert.
If the Jaguars have anything right now, it is their offense, and even without Christian Kirk, I think Parker Washington can do something, and Brian Thomas Jr. is still that guy.
Yeah, the Eagles playing the way they did last week just proved to me, hey, they still got it. Whether they can put it together every week, still yet to be seen, which is what you're talking about. But with all those guys there on the Eagles team, and I think their defense is good enough to slow down Trevor Lawrence, because I guess Trevor Lawrence isn't really even up to speed yet. I mean, he was last week a little bit, but that's just like a speed spike,
right?
Where you're trying to get going fast and you're like, oh crap, I'm going 65 mile an hour and a 45 mile an hour speed. Let me just back it up a hair. That's kind of Trevor Lawrence right now, is what it feels like. So yeah, I'm on the Eagles this week.
It's that thing on Mario Kart, the rainbow strip, where you hit it.
And slow down.
Yep. Unfortunately, the Jaguars lost their best player, and now their season's over. So
never picking the Jags again.
Nope, never again.
Jags are dead. And Carson's on the Eagles with us as well. The Lions, the juggernaut, they are favored 3.5 points going to the Packers. What is this line?
Come on.
What are we talking about?
They're going to kill them.
Yeah, what are we talking about here? They're only
especially if Jordan
3.5.
Love starts.
Oh, man. Huh. Yeah, we're on the Lions. I don't think there's much to be said here. We've talked about the Lions. We've glazed the Lions. They're the juggernaut this year. They're tiers above everyone. They're great. They lost Aiden Hutchinson. Well, they still got guys, and they're still playing incredibly well. So, Packers, they've been playing okay too. But
with Malik Willis.
Jordan Love might start still.
Yeah,
there's that rumor that it sounds like it's 50-50 right now that Jordan Love might come back and start.
Yeah.
And that's bad for
They
the
better
Packers.
hope not.
Yeah. I mean, give us all the Lions.
Yeah.
The Rams are favored 1.5 going to the Seahawks. Everyone here, plus Carson, is on the Rams. Jared picked the Seahawks this
He
game.
loves the Seahawks.
He does love the Seahawks.
He does. That was his team back whenever they had Russell Wilson.
Yep. So, us picking the Rams, what do we think?
I mean, I said it earlier. I'm buying into what this Rams team is cooking.
Yep.
Matt Stafford has receivers again. And, I mean, if you got an offense that's cooking, it's just good for the defense. Sean McVay is one of the best coaches in the league. Seahawks defense right now is down bad. So.
Yep, Seahawks is one of those teams we never know what they're going to get. This could be a bounce-back game for the Seahawks, but I have more faith in Matt Stafford with those weapons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these two teams' cores are, almost identical. You got to think they're wide receivers. Both of them have great wide receiver cores. Yeah. Both of them have pretty identical defenses. And both have pretty identical offensive lines, too. Yeah. What it comes down to in this game is quarterback and head coach. And who wins that? I mean, it's going to be the Rams in both aspects. So, yeah it's going to be the Rams.
Yep.
Very good point.
Agreed. Our Sunday night football game this week, the Colts are going to the Vikings. The Vikings are favored 5.5 points. Kian, You, Jared, and Carson, you guys are all on the Colts. You and your boy AR sit in the bench.
Yeah, I mean, that's okay. I mean, it's like
that's why you picked them.
That's why you picked the Colts.
It's Joe Flacco.
Yeah, Joe Flacco.
It's Joe Flacco. He doesn't lose. He doesn't lose by this much, especially again. Like this Vikings team is on a 2-game skid with a bye mixed in there. But yes, they lost to some good teams. But I mean, I don't know. I think teams are figuring out the Vikings a little bit, and if anybody can figure them out, we all know it's Joe Flacco.
You're right.
That's true.
That's a very good point. I just can't. I love Joe Flacco and I love the team, but I think the Vikings. This could be a big game for them, and they could. Well, they won last week, didn't they?
The Vikings?
Yeah,
no, they lost.
They lost. So I think this is gonna be a bounce back game
to the Rams.
Yeah, that's right. This could probably be a bounce back game for the Vikings because they didn't even play that bad of a game last week. They just went up against the vet Matt Stafford with his weapons. So I think the Vikings will keep it on track and get back on track against this struggling Colts team. And yeah, I think it's going to be it should be a good game.
Yeah,
but I'm on the Vikings side. And
Cletus?
Yeah, I mean, I got the Vikings here. Colts are not they're not nearly as well coached.
Yeah,
but
that's a good point.
But I mean, yeah, that's all I'm worried about.
That guy's the problem. Me too.
Yeah,
that's all I'm worried about.
That guy's a fucking problem.
Yeah.
That guy is an issue. All right, Monday Night Football. The Bucs are going to the Chiefs. Chiefs are favored 8.5 points. So, needless to say, if you don't watch us very much, we're all on the Buccaneers here. I mean, Chiefs by 8.5 points.
They keep close games.
Yeah, exactly. They've been playing close this year. They haven't really blown many people out. At least not. It doesn't feel that way without looking up their scores. But
I'm looking it up right now.
yeah, because I'm curious.
Let's see.
Have they beat anyone by 9+ yet? Probably some.
They beat the Ravens by 7, the Bengals by 1, the Falcons by 5, the Chargers by 7, the Saints by 13.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, but the Saints.
49ers by 10, and then the Raiders by 7. Right. So they've only done it twice this year.
Yeah, Chiefs by 8.5 at home seems ridiculous. Even with the kind of hurt Buccaneers team, they're still playing incredibly well for what they got.
They got too much heart right now, and they have Bucky Irving, who is also a problem.
A dog.
Had one hell of a game last week after Rashad White fumbled. Give Bucky Irving more touches. But yeah, the Chiefs, they're not going to blow anybody out, and Baker Mayfield is going to make just enough plays and mistakes to probably lose this game, but not by 9.
Keep it close. Yeah, exactly. It'll probably be one of those games they're going down, they need a touchdown, and oops, interception or fumble or something like that, and lose by 6. But 8.5 is so many points.
Mm-hmm.
So that wraps it up, huh? That wraps up our Week 9 preview this week. So if you guys like us, subscribe.
Yeah. Post notifications.
Post notifications, all that good stuff. Or we'd love to see comments. We'd love to see that. Any feedback, questions, let us know down there in the comments. Or email us, laststopsportstalk@gmail.com. So
I could not tell you how the YouTube algorithm works to get our videos views, but hey, comment, like, subscribe, just like he said.
I'm sure that helps.
Sure that
does help. Yeah, so we do appreciate it. We do this for fun, obviously. So we hope you guys get
enjoyment
for the
money.
Out of it. Yeah, believe it or not. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. Enjoy Week 9 of football. Enjoy your Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, happy Halloween. So, we will see you next week.
Get it, Cletus. Damn it! Oh, that wasn't even close.